Thank you, Senator.
Senator Murkowski.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Gentlemen, thank you for being here this morning. I appreciated our conversations last week. And Mr. Chairman, I just want to note for the record, I am disappointed that we're not going to have the opportunity to advance Kathleen's SCAMA to the before the Congress. Looking at her background and working with her over the years on the committee, she is, I think, very well qualified, and we were really counting on her to be able to unlock some of the things that had been stalled out in the previous administration. But we're not going to have that opportunity. But we do, with the two of you, to advance to the Department of Energy. I mentioned in our discussion the situation with Cook Inlet gas and the looming shortage that we are facing, and the desire to move forward, as the President has expressed as well, to figure out a way to move Alaska's gas. So I just want you to nod your head accordingly and let the record reflect that we are all on board in helping to advance Alaska's opportunities there pursuant to that executive order. I do want to reinforce what Senator Cortez Masto just asked you, Mr. Griffith, with regards to the funding awarded through grants and programs that has already been obligated. Know that this is a bipartisan request to make sure that we follow through with those priorities. Again, we passed the law. The Bipartisan Infrastructure Act is law, and I think about the many, many benefits that we have seen through energy innovation and the projects that have really made a difference on the ground. So you've indicated that you intend to follow that law, but I would hope that you could look expeditiously at how we might be able to release those funds that have already been obligated. I also raised an issue with you in my meeting, and this relates to the Office of Indian Energy. As you know, I'm chairman of the Senate Committee on Indian Affairs, and we had really looked to the Office of Indian Energy as an area where we could make some significant advancements in places where we just have met all kinds of barriers that were unnecessary. Unfortunately, that program didn't do as much as we had hoped in the last administration. The focus was almost entirely on solar projects, but as much as solar might help us in Alaska, there's also so many other pressing needs. Right now, most of my communities in the rural areas are powered by diesel generation. They don't necessarily want to be, but that's our reality. But we have bulk fuel storage issues that are like heartbreaking in understanding how we can address some of the infrastructure vulnerabilities. The Tribal Energy Financing Program closed its first tribal loan guarantee this past September, the first one. And it took them as many years as they have. So I would just ask both of you again to confirm here before the committee that you will work to identify some opportunities to better leverage the resources that are within the office to make real progress, not just to stand up an office and say it exists and then tell the tribes, go out and take a look at this, but have no deliverables. So we just ask for your support on that.
Yep. Thank you, Senator. It was very nice spending time with you prior to the hearing last week. I can commit, if confirmed, I will work, we'll prioritize both getting up to speed on the OSED and the spending and being responsive to this committee and yourself, Senator, but also working with the office, obviously, prioritizing the Office of Office of Indian Energy, which has played a pivotal role for the 500, or can play a pivotal role for the 574 tribes and Native American tribes in America and the Alaska Natives, to make sure that we're executing on the mission and delivering results to support the Alaskan Natives.
Great. And our American Indians around the country as well.
Absolutely. Thank you, Senator.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Thank you, Senator. Yeah, following the same lines, one of the things that was very vivid in the meetings that we had with you is just the unique opportunities that Alaska brings, like the unique environment, and how that can be also a test bed to not only solve problems in the context of Alaska, but also to inspire us to solve problems for the rest of the nation and beyond. So that was very clear, and yeah, you have my commitment to work with you and your staff to make sure we prioritize those areas.
Good. Well, know that we are working already on developing an itinerary for the two of you when you come to Alaska.
That's right.
I was just reading a great article on my walk-in this morning about our little fishing community of Cordova that is an energy innovator with hydro and battery storage, and the national labs already have it on its map, and so an opportunity for you to see that, as well as our extraordinary geothermal potential, in addition to all of the other things that you know. So look forward to that. And I'm excited about your confirmation here. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.